There is a local organization that is on a mission to make a difference in the lives of children who aren't able to advocate for themselves. Well, with us on the Coco Couch this morning are Melissa Helmuth and Tim Zyman. Good morning to the both of you. Well, Melissa, I was just telling you earlier that I love CASA, everything that you guys do. For people at home that may not know about the organization, tell us all about it.
Yes, so CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. And we provide trained volunteers to advocate in court for the safety and well-being of abused and neglected children. Yeah. So CASA of Jefferson and Gilpin counties is one of 18 CASA agencies in the state of Colorado. And so you can always find a CASA agency in your neighborhood.
Just imagine that kind of work. And Tim, we'll get to you in a second because you're also a huge advocate of CASA. But April is a significant month for CASA. Why is that?
It is. So April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. So Tim and I are going around raising awareness and really shining a light on child abuse and neglect, and really getting the community to stand up against child abuse and neglect. You might see the pinwheels outside, and also the blue ribbons to signify the month.
So we're going to be looking out for those things, especially as the month of April, as we're in that month. Now, Tim, as I said, you are a huge CASA advocate and you also volunteer. What do those roles look like for you?
Well, thanks for having us here. Yes, I've been a CASA advocate now for about 4 years. I'm also a board member. Anybody can become a CASA advocate who's over 21 and goes through background checks. The role itself is, as the name implies, we're appointed by the court to advocate for the child. And that child is in court protection. And so our role formally is to report to the court through the eyes of the child for advocating for their health, safety, and their well-being. That's our formal role. There are a lot of other people in the court, lawyers, social workers, but we have that sole role, and we get appointed to a case by the court to do that.
It's such an interesting take because you're right, children oftentimes don't have that voice, right? But that voice should be heard, and this is where that important work comes in. What would you say is the most challenging part of being a CASA advocate for you, Tim?
Well, these children, of course, are often in abuse and neglect circumstances, so they've undergone all degrees of trauma that's very hard for us to understand. They suffer from fear, they suffer sometimes from guilt. They're in situations that are by nature stressful and traumatic. As an advocate, we have to work within that. We have to understand, we have to gain the child's trust, and often the trust of the family, foster parents, etc. And it's fairly complicated because in the court environment, there are a lot of interests and resources that are also there, and we have to maintain our focus purely upon the child's interests.
I can't imagine. You're right, there's so many different aspects to that role. Melissa, why are advocates like Tim a key part to CASA and the work that you guys do every day?
Yeah, so abuse knows no boundaries. It can happen to any age, any race, any socioeconomic class. Our CASA volunteers are absolutely wonderful in what they do. And we wouldn't be able to do the work we do without them. And so we were able to serve 200 cases last year, which is amazing. Yes, so our CASA volunteers can be that one consistent, constant person in a child's life when, just like what Tim was saying, can be really scary, very overwhelming, and, you know, kind of without the unknown.
Exactly. It really makes me think like all these court cases are happening. When you say you've helped 200, as we speak, there's a child in need of a voice right now. Now, there's an important breakfast coming up, and everybody needs to know about this. Tell me about it, because this is soon.
Yes, it's on May 1st. It's our Champions for Children breakfast. So it's from 7:30 to 8:30. We promise to get you out the door by 9 a.m. It's at the Denver West Marriott, and we have a wonderful speaker who, it's actually CASA volunteer, who was in the foster care system growing up. He's now a CASA volunteer. He's going to talk about how he could have helped his younger self. So it's going to be super, super powerful. We still have seats available.
So there's still seats. If somebody is interested in going, what's the best way to get those tickets?
Yes, well, you can always give us a call or also check out our website.
Okay, well, I want to thank you both, not just for the work that you do, and of course, we're huge fans of CASA as well, but for being here and taking the time to be here. Tim, and you as well, for being such an advocate.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And the CASA Champions Breakfast, by the way, is happening soon. It's Thursday, May the 1st at the Denver Marriott West. If you want tickets or you simply want to learn more about this organization, go to CASA Jeffco Gilpin. That website is up on your screen.com to learn more.